Imagine having a glass of rosé under the sun of southern France, hearing waves, winds, and seagulls, networking at the beach club and yacht. Ooh, what experience! In fact, it was an experience to die for. It was fun and inspiring. I've been searching around Insta, TikTok, and YouTube about content related to Cannes Lions. But not many of them talks about the real experience and learning. So might as well create one about it. Hi, my name is Aliya. I'm a senior associate at Maverick, Indonesia. Vous êtes prêts? On y va. Let's go. Before we get going, some of you might ask what the app is.
Cannes Lions.
Cannes Lions.
Cannes Lions.
Cannes Lions.
Cannes Lions.
Basically, once in a year, people from advertising gather in southern France, Cannes, sipping rosé, sharing insights, and networking like crazy to celebrate the most impactful campaign of the year. In between sipping rosés and all of the awarding parties, insightful talks are here to die for. I summarized the many talks and sessions from Cannes Lions into 4 major takes out. The creativity as a fuel of the future, the importance of PR, experimentation, and understanding Generation Z. My favorite rhetorical question has always been, does the advancement of technology solves more or gives more problems? In this challenging world, creativity becomes something that is very important. I attend a session by P&G Chief Brand Officer Mark Pritchard on creativity for growth. He said that creativity creates values that drives growth and change. There are 3 things to remember. The first one, creativity must feel personal. It needs to touch the heart and the mind of the people. So we need creativity to build something that can relate with our audience. Number 2, creativity must also communicate performance. People expect information for them to help solve the problem. Communicating it clearly, and it will be easier for the consumers to understand how can we help them. Number 3, creativity must build trust and partnership. Credibility and earning trust is as important as having a good product. People often oversee the importance of becoming a trusted partner, which leads to my second key takeout, the importance of PR. So in marketing and communication, brands and agencies are used to buying things. Well, facts are you cannot buy everything, of course, unless you have incredibly big amount of budget. This is where PR plays an important role. Quoting from Judy Jones, Edelman's Global Chief Creative Officer, PR is important because we talk about earning. Be it relationship or trust, PR is about building credibility. One of my favorite cases of this is influencers marketing. How brand often borrows relationship and trust of someone to build a fans. Remember the hype of BTS meal? McDonald's VP US Marketing Brand Content Engagement Jennifer Hillen on her session mentioned that the value of relationship between fandom and the artist is very expensive. You cannot even put a price tag on it. McDonald's borrowed the relationship and trust of these artists to merge with their fans, McDonald's fans, and the artist fans. So a question might pop up in your head. How do I start? Well, it all started with an experimentation. What I really like from enjoying this international festival is when I see how companies use technology to communicate better. This willingness to be experimental, maybe not for everyone. On one of the talk with Roman Mallard from Coca-Cola and Kelly Edwards from Bain, they mentioned to never ever ask, is it successful? When doing an experiment. Because if you do so, you're playing it safe when you know the expected result. But instead, ask what's the learning. When experimenting, perfection is not the goal, but authenticity is. And another thing to remember is, don't forget to have fun. Put a little humor there. We should make experiment more fun. And we can see this by looking how brands are starting to tap into metaverse and NFT are like learning by doing. As Gary Vee mentioned on his NFT Revolution talks, being authentic, original, and fun. Recheck our brand before jumping into a new trend. And oops, I must agree with Gary Vee, especially with the newest target audience, the Generation Z, aka our generation. Gen Z has been a buzzword for us in the marketing industry. They are our main target for our products and services because they made up to 2.5 billion kiddos, making them the world's largest cohort. What makes them unique is they are the first fully digital generation. So building community online is critical to engage this generation. Key points that I get from WGSN Andrea Bell's session. Number 1, offer values. We need to make consumer as part of our brand, that we have the same shared values. Number 2, prioritize time wealth. With this eco-anxiety and crippling down economy, Generation Z values time. Number 3, stand for something. We as a brand cannot just bandwagon into something that is hot. We need to recalibrate and see where does your brand value, where does our brand values lies, and stand up for it. So that's all. If you have any additional question, drop it down on our Instagram @Maverick or comments down below. Bye! Thank you so much.